Hi guys, Captain March here. We're gonna talk about an anime I watched, which is called High Score Girl from Netflix. Yay! Anyway, I would just say I will give this anime 10 out of 10, no questions asked. 10 out of 10, no questions asked. Anyway, so we begin with our main protagonist, Haruo, playing in an arcade game, and he is a student in, I think, 2 or 6th grade school in Japan, I think it is. I don't remember exactly that part, but anyway, he basically plays Street Fighter 2, has some fun, and basically the story is a bit like a love story slash video game trivia, except our main protagonist. And our main protagonist says about all the games that he has played over the years. And the story begins in I think 1991. 1991. Yes. I heard some interesting things. Are you sick? Wait, you're gonna go early? Alright, just continue. Anyway, though, hope you enjoyed the video. I will cut out that part. Actually, I will try to cut out that part. Anyway, so basically, our main protagonist challenge. He's basically like, "Yay, hooray, hooray for me, you fools!" Basically, everyone is around him playing. Everyone wants to play the same game in the arcade. So he's like, "Yeah, I am the king," and then he gets beaten by some unknown rival. And then he discovers who it is, and it is a girl in the same school that he goes to called Uno. Yeah. Anyway, I don't. Damn it, I forgot the name again. No, I.
Yeah, it's a girl. It's a girl. Just say that it's a girl. You don't need to say
Yeah.
name.
But she's very cute, and this animation is made by the same guys that made another anime called Ajin, I think it was. Maybe the same people that made that one.
Mm.
Maybe the same people that made that show. I didn't do a review of that, so I need to do a review of that as well. It's similar to that animation in 3D. Anyway, so basically our main protagonist gets beaten by Zangief, and he's like, "Holy shit! How can she? How can the person use Zangief like this?" And he's like getting his ass wrecked. And our main protagonist talks about his score. He was the best, and then he's like trying to beat her, and he actually almost does, but she gets very pissed, and she beats the shit out of him by kicking the arcade, and him sitting on the other side of the arcade, and then slapping him in the face, or no, actually punching him in the face,
Hmm.
so hard that he gets knocked out. And he's like, it's a nice, what should I say? It's a nice anime. I like it. I actually watched through it, or I think I watched through it. I need to drink just 1 second. There we go. I actually watched through this anime 2 days from now. 2 days, or 2 days from yesterday, or
In 2 days, you watch entire anything.
yes,
Both seasons. How many
it's
seasons
only
are
one
there?
season,
Oh, okay.
and I was like, I love this. Please, more, more.
Hmm.
P.S. I hate the tutor that Uno has. She's a jerk. She can stay in game hell for all I care.
But they had like a good relationship, though, right?
No, she was punishing her.
Oh, yeah, but that
Not
made them
exactly.
stronger, right? But that's the point.
Oh yeah, that makes sense as well. Yeah. Though to be fair, she was very smart, and also she could all the martial arts. Basically, Uno has been trained in her Japanese family, which is a rich family in Japan back then in this
Hmm.
time. Sorry, in this time in the show, to learn calligraphy, everything that a proper lady should learn in. I don't remember. Damn it. Ah, by her family, by her parents.
Hmm.
And you know what her tutor said in one of the episodes that I didn't really like in the episode? She said, "We will decide who will marry you and who should marry. Wait, who should be properly to marry you.
But
That was the promise
isn't she
your
a bit too?
parents gave you to me."
Isn't she a bit too young for that?
Um, we have a time skip in the show. I forgot
Oh, okay,
of 2 years.
okay, okay. What? That's like nothing.
Yeah, but they were in 5 and 6th grade, our main protagonist and the chick.
I think thinking about marriage is a bit too early for sixth grade.
No, but I mean, she lived in. I forgot to mention, she lived in LA after a time in.
That
Basically, episode 3 is basically the childhood they had.
that makes
So
it even
then
worse,
it
man.
becomes 2 years when he is in high school.
I
Where
think
I'm pretty.
like children getting married
Damn
in
it.
sixth grade in Japan, like I can accept that they have a different culture. But in LA, in USA, getting married in the sixth
No, no,
grade.
no, no, no. She came back to Japan later.
Ah, okay.
I forgot to mention that. But the other thing is that our main protagonist, it becomes a 2 year time skip. But anyway, I really enjoyed the moments where Uno and our main protagonist, Haruchi, bonds when they're children. And basically, our main protagonist, he likes all the video games that Angry Video Game Nerd has talked about, pretty much. And some video games I didn't know were Samurai Ghost, Samurai Warriors, Shippu, some form of Samurai Warriors with some historical context of Japan back in the day.
Hmm.
He basically is like, the main protagonist is a guy that basically talks about a lot all the games. And I was wondering why the chick didn't talk, but I realized after I watched another video of the same show.
Yeah.
Sorry, of the same show, that she couldn't speak.
What? She doesn't have a tongue.
No, it's a thing that certain people when they are born, she was a mute.
Ah.
Yes, mute. I got it. So I really loved her anyway. She was like, yes. I was like, yes. And she even gave him, let me see, what did she do when she was a teenager as well in the show? Oh, yes. She basically bitch slapped him with her ponytail on his face.
Hmm.
When he's like, yeah, I know you would do that, which is basically stomping him in the foot. You know, he's basically teasing her, oh, you don't, Damn it, I don't remember that joke. God, if I could remember that joke. Anyway, I really enjoyed the show, as you can hear me.
Yes, you're very enthusiastic. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot the joke. But that tutor can sit in the corner for, man, can sit in the corner for bad person that shouldn't do this to person in the show,
Hmm.
which is the main protagonist girl, Uno, and the other guy. Also, I forgot to mention, during the time skip, our main protagonist, Uno, gets a friend that's Haruna.
I don't know.
I need to check that name again, but
Ah, it doesn't matter. Any friend.
no, it actually matters because it becomes like a love triangle.
Man, I hate animes with love triangles. I always feel
Though
sad
this one makes sense. Though
Sad.
it made me admit,
Sad.
it made me sad and also made me kind of happy that it was a love triangle.
That makes no sense. It made me happy sad.
No, but it made me kind of happy because then it gets rivalry for Uno because she can't talk, so she was expressing it by the video games.
Ah, okay.
That's smart, actually. Good job, people that created this anime.
So
Good job.
What did you think of the anime between 1 to 10? What grade would you give it?
I gave it 10 out of 10, no questions asked.
Oh, is that good?
In my opinion, yes.
I thought everything that's on Netflix is garbage.
It seems it's not.
It seems it's not. There's a lot of good stuff you say.
Yes, if you only avoid the live action version of the animus.
Oh, dear God.
Though they tried, but anyway, we continue with the story. Sorry, I jumped ahead. So basically, Uno and our main protagonists, which is damn it, I forgot it again. Hashiki, damn it. I have that in my head right now, but you know what I mean if you watch the show. Anyway, so basically, he gives her a plastic little ring that they got from a game arcade.
Game arcade.
Yep, a place where he goes to when he wants to do, after school or after.
Yes, game arcade.
Yeah, game arcade.
Game market.
Oh, shut up! Oh, you made it so much worse. Anyway, so they basically go into this because he has heard of the city. He heard of a guy that plays games that's a veteran.
Yeah.
He heard of him when he was younger. That it was like a special place, so they went there. And in reality, they were in a haunted area. So that place was actually closed. and he actually said the date of the show. In the show, he actually said the date when it was closed, and it was closed before Street Fighter 2 came out.
Hmm.
And I will not say any dates because I don't know right now.
Do you want me to download Street Fighter 2 to your computer?
No, thank you.
Ah.
Not now. Anyway, continuing. So basically, they went into a haunted game store or
Yeah.
game corner.
Yeah.
Arcade. Game arcade, yes.
Yeah.
I got it.
You got it.
Anyway, basically, I got nostalgia because it was like watching Angry Video Game Nerd, except Angry Video Game Nerd was happy
Hmm.
because they were good games. And actually, I actually learned a lot of stuff in this show. I actually learned of 100 games that I didn't know existed. They were only released in Japan.
Hmm. That's where they were most popular.
Yeah. But I learned about Samurai Ghosts and Splatterhouse, that it was very popular. Splatterhouse, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter Ultimate, Street Fighter Super Ultimate. A lot of Street Fighter.
Hmm.
And I really like the relationship with our main protagonist and his so-called, what should we call it? Oh, Obi-Wan stand-in,
Obi-Wan family.
which is Guile from Street Fighter 2. The American guy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. He was like, when our main protagonist is unsure of should he be with her.
What's the name of those two guys in Street Fighter 2 that are basically the same, but just one is worse than the other?
Oh, you mean the guy that does the shuriken?
Yeah, and then
Ah.
there's his copy that is
Oh,
just
no,
okay, just
no, his
weaker.
friend. His friend is actually his friend.
Yeah, but it's just weaker. So why would you like ever pick him?
Oh, Ryu and
Ken or something.
Ryu and Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know that even them showed up in the show?
Hmm.
I forgot to mention. Hope you enjoy my review anyway. Damn it, I explained too much jumping around in the show. But I really love the show, so we basically have two timelines in the show. The 2-year time skip and the high school, or what was it, preschool. When he was in a small, what was that shit? Damn it. How is it saying again? How do you say that? Oh yeah, now I got it. Sorry for that. I will cut out that part again. Can you help me cut out that?
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you, thank you. Anyway, basically when he was in preschool. And one of the characters in the preschool story that I didn't like was the girl. Now I realized that was a girl. Basically asked about something that I didn't want to say. Annoying the main protagonist because one of the guys in the show that actually shows up after the time skip, I didn't know. And I then knew. Was the guy that was like, think about a guy like, oh, she will go out with me. The pretty guy in the show.
Hmm.
Sparkles, when they have anime characters that sparkle, that think that they are better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked him, but I didn't like him because he was a jerk. Though, he didn't get the second, he even think about, I don't understand this. How, how in the hell is he thinking of going first, dating, and then second base, and then thinking about third base? It was like, what? Am I watching another anime? When he was talking to himself, the guy was monologuing. Oh, I will have Uno. When they were in Sorry, I need to set up the scene for you. They were in a amusement park. So he was thinking, "Yay, I will go to the third base, maybe." The guy was thinking, "I will go to the third base."
Yeah.
So our main protagonist basically like, "Nope," and Uno was like, "Yep, I'm going away from this." So she basically whisked away herself out of that situation. She basically went away and basically played arcade games with Uno, or with our main protagonist.
Hmm.
Harui. Yeah, Harui. Harui. Damn it. It's something with a Y in it. I will look it up later, but it's something with a Y in it. Harui. Yeah, it's Harui anyway. So she basically went to the arcade of the amusement park and basically stayed there half of the night or almost half of the day because she didn't want to go with the other guys again, with other people again. And the guy that was the sparkly guy, he was the one that invited her and the other guy because it was his father.
Hmm.
He had a birthday, so it was that. And then after the time skip, we meet that they are in the same class. God damn it! How did you get it? Do you think it's a weird trope in anime that just the specific characters that you did like in the first season, or in the first when they were small children, they come back in? How in hell is that possible? Like, from 1 out of 10, how in hell is that possible that they will go in the same classroom? Just saying, when I'm thinking about it, like, how in the hell are they gonna go in the same classroom when they're going, you know?
Yeah, I know. What's the chances? Right?
Yeah, like, what the chances? And after the time skip, we also get the other girl that basically likes also our main protagonist, but was very bad at video games. Basically, like me, bad at Dark Souls.
Yeah, that
Yes.
sounds about right.
You know, I connected with all of these characters, with all of the three main characters. The side characters I connected a bit as well, but not much.
Mm.
I especially liked the second tutor, the second Obi-Wan. You know what? We call him Anakin. The second, more wise Anakin, so to speak.
Mm.
He was the guy that tutored our main protagonist when he wanted really to. He had a goal in mind by that episode. I'm jumping around. I'm jumping around. So I would just go back now for fast. So basically, our main protagonist needed to leave Uno because her parents like, yeah, we're gonna go to California. Screw you. And so she basically grabbed onto him when he basically said, basically almost confessed as a child, confessed, and he gave her the plastic ring that they got from the haunted game shop. And she, the funny, just 1 second, I need to drink again. Thank you. Anyway, the funny quirk that she has is that she doesn't like to be scared.
Hmm.
She doesn't like ghost stories or
Nobody has to be scared, I think.
yeah,
Hmm.
but she doesn't like to be scared by teased. To be
Ah.
teased by scared.
Right.
Yeah, to be teased by scared. But he's like, yeah, I push your buttons. I know how to bother you. And he was like joking. He was joking, and then she was punching him in the back, and an old man in the background. This was the last episode before she needed to go to LA by her jerk parents.
Why did they send a kid to travel around the world like that?
I don't know. What?
Oh my god. Horrible.
No, it's because they wanted to, educate her to not play those. Oh, I forgot to mention. Her parents are like, no, not those places. They are filthy. They are evil. They mean the video game arcades.
Yeah.
They want her to be the proper girl. So I'm like,
But
that trope is.
why did they give her a tutor to play the games?
Oh, why do they give her Jen
Yeah.
to go? No,
The-
you know that the butler needs to find her, and he's like, Miss, where are you? And he even grabs her in an arcade in one of the episodes in high school. And our main protagonist is like, that could be like basically when you said sometimes in some certain situations in anime. It basically like he basically says, that could be interpreted as you kidnapping.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Because they don't know that he knows her. He
Yeah.
says he grabbed the child.
Yeah, it's a teenager.
Yeah.
She is a time skip.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a time skip. So basically, he gives her the ring, the plastic little ring with a flower.
Yeah.
They got from those things that I don't really like.
The
Yes,
games. Yeah,
the grapping games.
They can never grab anything.
No, but he luckily did. But of course, the owner at the store was like this, uh, with white eyes.
But he didn't believe it, or he was sleeping.
No, he was already dead for years. It's a
Oh.
ghost.
Oh shit.
It's a haunted. And she was like, when they went out and they turned around, they were like, wasn't that place before? And then an old man was saying, that place was closed 1949,
Oh my
1948, 19, somewhere
1984.
1984. Yes, perfect. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the review. It's a really long one, but I really like the show. So anyway, they were basically close. He punched the shit out of him in the back, and the old man said, "Oh, they're in love." And the other guy's like, stop hurting me, damn it, ah!"
Poor guy.
But I really loved Uno and Hokashi, and the other girl as well. I forgot her name, damn it. But the other girl in the time skip. So you need to differentiate this. So basically, in episode 3 is everything from preschool.
Hmm.
Just a clear cut. Everything from episode 3 is preschool, and then in episode 4 we are in high school. And our main protagonist is basically like remembering her. Basically, like imagine. Oh, it's basically like this. Ash would remember Serena if it was Pokemon, if he would remember, which he actually does, but not often. It's basically if it would be a smarter Ash.
Yeah.
Why am I talking about Pokemon?
I have no idea. Finish the review. Let's play
Yes. But anyway, my point in this review is that the show was awesome. It was fantastic. No questions asked. It was awesome. They actually make some references with Zangief, and even a reference with a cop from you know the game where a guy with a giant belt and Final Fight. That game, Final Fight. It's an arcade game and now a console game. It's with a guy with the muscles and stuff.
Is it me Tekken?
No, it's Final Fight actually.
I don't know about that one.
So anyway, basically in episode 3 I was like, no, not this.
Oh my god, relax.
Sorry. I was like, no, like this. And she was even holding him like this. She was even holding him like this. Don't want to leave.
Yeah.
And her parents were dragging her.
Oh my god.
And she was crying. That was not nice. But she even scratched him in the face like this. I was like, holy shit.
Poor guy.
Though he was nice. He gave her the ring, the little blossom. Ah, now I get it. The little blossom ring.
Yeah.
It's a blossom pink ring. And he gave her that and the necklace with it. A necklace with it. It's a keychain.
Oh.
It's like a keychain. So he gave her that, and she has had it since 2 years. So she basically, yeah, she's definitely in love. She's not gonna leave you. It's gonna be a fight to the death in video game terms.
So, with other words, you like the anime.
Yeah. And you know what's interesting? The other chick actually confessed. And even said it, and even slapped him with her. You know what she did? You know, she borrowed. She did the thing like you did before.
Yeah.
Before you have your own games now.
Yeah.
She did.
Illegal downloading?
No.
No.
They have original console. They are basically imagine game purists. There are people that, you know, I forgot how to do that. How do you say that? Oh, she traded her console for his console.
Ah, right.
Yeah, and she basically, when he was like, you know, she was thinking, yeah, you're thinking about her, aren't you? And she then discovered that Uno and him had taken screenshots or pictures.
Yeah.
In what was those things?
Why did you buy Monster Hunter World when you had already downloaded it?
Oh, don't judge me. Anyway, I need to continue with the review. Shush. Oh, now I remember. It.
Yeah.
Oh, you know those things you have in the United States as well? Those where you take a picture inside of in a phone booth?
Yeah.
Where you do funny pictures? Or funny commercials when you don't want to be there?
Yeah, I know. They did that?
And you know what he said?
What?
That's so a girl thing. The guy, main protagonist. But he's like, no, I don't want it. And he's like, I'm gonna do funny faces. And she's like looking at him.
Yeah, that's a typical thing to do.
No, but she's looking at him like this. Look at me. She was looking like, yes, nice. And then she was like, what? What are you doing? And then she headbutt his face in.
Oh my god. That's something my
Because
wife would do.
yes. I think your wife and you would like this anime.
Maybe. We just watched Kumamiko. You know that one you hated with the bear and the girl?
I didn't hate it. It was just like, why?
Yeah, but that's the point. Why?
Anyway though, so our main protagonist's other chick, which is the second rival, basically finds those pictures. How the hell do you not clean up your desk?
It's disgusting.
It's basically like my desk, which I cannot show right now.
Yeah.
For personal reasons.
Yeah, because you cannot break the camera out of the laptop.
Yes. Yes. And if I could, it would be fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, so basically she sees those photos of that phone booth.
Yeah.
Instant phone booth, take pictures. So she's basically like, I'm gonna go. And her mother, our main protagonist's mother, Haru, is basically like, why do you let a girl go out on her own on the night? And he's like, yeah, I don't know. And she's like, damn you, son.
Oh, she slapped him?
No, she punch slapped him.
She punched him?
Yeah, and the other girl saw, but she's like, oh shit. And she's like, how do you let the girl go on her own, you damn bastard?
Hmm.
I didn't raise you for this. Okay, I know it's a trope. But the mother, I love, okay, I must say, one of the other characters in. Basically, I love the butler, I love Uno, I love Harushi, or Harush, the main protagonist guy,
Yeah.
and I love the second rival, the second girl, even if she didn't get any screen time. She got screen time. But I hope they make a season 2. Please, for love of God. Hated the tutor. Loved the mother. Loved and hated her. Because she was like, oh, my son, have you bring the little girl to you? Like, he's like, what? You know, he faked. He did a trope that many people do
Yeah, I know.
back in the day. Or still do. Fake at being sick.
That's something you still do. You're like, I'm sick, I can't go to work today.
Silence! Silence, damn it! Anyway, so, our main. Sorry.
This looks like a good game, doesn't it, Christian?
How long is this review, damn it?
It's long enough. Can't you just turn it off now?
No, I love this anime. I will still talk. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the review. Where should we cut? Can you
Now.
remember?
Cut it now.
No, but can you remember where we should cut later in the
Yeah.
video after it? So anyway, one of the funny quirks that I want to talk about the mom is basically like he's like, I'm sick, mom. And it's like, oh, but she said, oh, we have a visitor. We have Uno that has come with all the tests and all the studies you have fucking missed.
Oh.
And he's like, oh, thanks, great. And then she's like, hi. She's basically coming in and like, I have your favorite pancakes that you like in the mangas, that you like in the animes and mangas. She actually made exactly a manga pancake like they do in anime.
What's on manga pancake? They're like a special.
Yeah, I can show you if you want.
Ah,
No, no, no. It's basically like imagine 6 pancakes with butter and
yeah. Like they do. Yeah, I know.
like they do in
The
anime.
thick ones, right?
Yes.
Uh,
And she was like, oh, she was so cute when she was watching Uno eating it. It said like she was like eating it. And she was like, oh, why couldn't I have a girl? And the other guy, like, the boy's like, oh my god, mom, stop it! And then he was like, then the mother was like, have some fun, you two. Have some fun. I will go out. And then she's sneaking behind the door. Do you know there are the Japanese traditional doors, those you fold in and fold out?
I know.
She was like sneaking and looking like, hi. And our main protagonist is like, stop, mom, stop looking in here.
Get out, mom.
Yes. And she even did it when it was the time skip, even.
Hmm.
Never change! Never change, Haruo's mom. Yeah, Haruo. Was it Haruo? Haruo, yeah. Never change, mom, Haruo. Never change. Never change. What are you fucking doing?
I'm trying to save you.
Yeah, but heal. Drink. Drink the Estus flask. Wait, why am I talking the Estus flask on this anime? Anyway. So basically, Haruo's mom, a badass. No questions asked. And she even scratches herself when she needs to.
Wait, where does she scratch it?
She uses a pin. She uses a scratch stick.
A scratch stick?
A scratch stick.
I have never heard of it. Like him to scratch your back. Ah, you mean one of
Yeah,
those?
those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
those. One to scratch your back. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. So basically, she was like, "Can I look?" She was like looking in the corner of the door, and he was like, "Mom, stop it! Damn it!"
Stop it, mom! Get out!
And the mom was like, "No, no, no, I will not go." And she was even doing this. She was doing like anime stuff, like looking at the side, looking at the other side, looking at top.
Hmm.
She was like a ninja or something, looking on the different
Like she
sides.
wants to see what they're doing in there.
Yeah, and she did it in the second time skip as well when the other girl came in, and she was like, Haru, you know, it was so sad when she remembered that Uno visited them before, so
Yeah.
she was like, yeah, I hope you have some fun, and she was even saying, I hope you don't do something unfunny, or she was basically hinting the guy was a teenager by this time skip point.
Yeah.
So she was like, don't do anything fun in the room. And then she was looking again, and he was like, stop looking again, mom!
Oh,
Damn it!
Parents, am I right?
Yeah, but I love her because she was like, when the other chick, what I talked about before,
Yeah.
when the other chick, I don't remember her name, but the one with the blonde hair anyway. The one with the blonde hair. When she was going alone, she was saying, "How can my son let the lady go alone in the dark? You don't know how many people can attack us."
Yeah.
You know, this is back in 19. So the end of the show is 1998 or 1998.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
basically, it's been in the decade during Sega, during PlayStation Wars.
Yeah. A lot of time has passed, basically.
Yeah. So she's basically saying, "You don't let," you know, she was saying like this, like, "My son don't let a girl go out on her own." And she was basically slapping in the face.
Oh my
No,
god.
punching him and slapping in the face. A punch slap.
That sounds like a very hostile anime.
Not exactly. It's very cute.
But I can say with certainty that we are done now, right?
Yeah. But I will say my final points. I really enjoy the show. You will not regret it by watching it.
Yeah.
Sorry for your time skipping. P.S. I really like two other characters as well. I like the what was that again? The time skip, the 2 year time skip tutor.
Yeah.
That was a high school friend. And I like now I actually like the rich boy, the guy with the sparkle boy. The guy that
The
was
guy
this,
with the sparkle board. What's that?
no, the guy that was sparkling.
Oh.
You know those trope in anime where characters
Yeah,
sparkle?
because he's so great. Right?
Yes, yes. I like him because he became addicted to freaking coins in a running game on Japanese. You know those running games in running games.
Yeah.
You know those with just imagine race cars except small horses running on electrical tracks. I have that sword.
Yeah.
How the hell did I have that sword? Anyway, we will end the review. I think this anime, I will say, it will be perfect to my co-pilot here because his wife likes anime as well. So
Everybody likes anime.
yeah, but this anime is particularly your taste, I think, and it's better than Berserk 2017.
Really?
Though Berserk 2017 was fun in their way, but it's better than that by a long shot. Anyway, it's better than that by a long shot. So we see you next time. Goodbye, and the anime gets a perfect Captain Malford seal of approval with an anchor on it.
You're such a fatso.
With an anchor on it.
Yes.
And he basically, I forgot to mention that, he basically became addicted and he got like 300 million bags or buckets of money and he gave them to the shop without buying anything.
What?
Such a noob!
Why did you do that?
I don't know. And you know what's funny? Our main protagonist had two girlfriends technically.
Really?
The one from the time skip.
Yeah.
You know that he even played in an arcade game? I forgot to mention this, guys. He played an arcade game. Um, I've not ended the review yet.
Yeah.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Just let me say the most funniest part that I liked. We had two characters that were a girlfriend and kind of a girlfriend or kind of a boyfriend that were bullies to the main protagonist. So you know what the chick did? The main protagonist chick, Uno, did? Basically beat the shit out of the guy, make him fly half of the arcade area. You know, in arcades in Japan, you know those
Yeah.
arcades. Made him fly into an arcade machine of dragging up, you know, those things in hooks.
Yeah.
What are they called again?
Uh,
Claw machines.
Claw machine.
Yeah,
That's
basically
called
she
that.
punched him like a kung fu punch right in there to that machine. In the back of his, on the side of his back, like this. Like this. She did like this. She basically did like punch. Not punch with the fist, punch with the feet.
Punch
Fucking
with the
kick. She did a kick on the side of him and made him fly. And the other chick is like, "What are you doing? What the hell are you doing to my guy?" La 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 la. And she basically did this to her. She basically did this to her. Look at
Yeah.
it. Look at me. She did this.
Uh,
No, she basically punched her in the face. Poof.
yeah.
And
End the review now.
yeah,
As-
but I
as
forgot
you
to
can
mention.
see,
Yeah,
we are
yeah, I
in
forgot
the
to mention.
middle of something great here. Come on. No.
And you're gonna kill me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but
It's very hard with a controller.
yeah, but I just wanna drink a bit, and I already said that I ended. But the little last funny part was that I really liked the butler. No, the butler driver.
Yeah, the buffer driver.
the guy that drives, the chauffeur, yes.
Yeah.
He drove into the main protagonist, and he actually remembered the same feeling after the time skip. You get he flied half a corner
Around the
by a limousine, crashed by a limousine in the front, on the side.
Hmm.
Wait, on the side of him, flying like this,
Yeah.
like, and he still remembered that feeling. Jesus, that guy must have sixth sense.
Crazy. Am I right?
That guy must have a sixth sense of personality, or have a sixth sense personality of remembering stuff, I suppose. Wait, what are you doing? Upgrading the sword?
Yeah.
No,
This will be your favorite weapon from today.
no, I will use a shield. I like to use shield.
You can use a shield with this.
Can?
Yeah.
All right, fine. Then I will become the Gondor Knight with the stronger sword.
What do you have most? Dexterity or strength? Let's see.
I have dexterity.
Really? Dexterity builds are like the worst builds ever.
What do you mean the agility?
No, yeah.
The funny thing is, I wanted to do that to get the. Damn it! I'm not ended this.
Dexterity. Oh
Damn
my
it!
god, you have a dexterity.
Wait,
It's crazy.
I have more.
Yeah, dexterity sucks. It's not viable for PvP.
Oh shit.
You're like, oh,
Should we end the stream? I
Yeah.
think I should end it now.
Yeah, end it.
But anyway, the most funniest part is basically she beat the shit out of those guys, and the guy is like dragged out by the police of the arcade, by the security, and he's saying, "Stop them!" It's because the guy. I forgot to mention this. Damn it! I just love this show. All right. That's why I talked a lot about it.
Yes.
Holy shit! How long did I talk about it?
A bit too long, but
How long is
doesn't
it?
matter. Oh my god, you have so many raw gems. Where did you get all of those?
By grinding?
Yeah, we can use them.
No! You will never use those without my permission.
Already used.
Damn it!
Mandate.
Yes. So basically, this guy, that was a child that was annoying, that doesn't like to lose,
Yeah.
they have some adult vibes in this anime sometimes, or a bit of an adult joke. For example, the guy that is the so-called the guy that doesn't like to lose and punches shit,
Yeah.
and is the bad loser. He's like, he loves a character a bit too much. Yikes.
A bit too much? What does that mean?
He wants to marry it.
Marry the character.
Yes, and it was a girl character from from a fighting game.
Oh dear god.
Oh dear God, you said. That actually makes sense. Thank you, Bosnian man. Anyway, so I really enjoyed the show. Please make a season 2, goddammit. I need it. I need it.
You're addicted, you mean?
No, but it makes sense. I love these. What is it? Slice of life.
Is that a slice of life? Yeah,
No,
I
it's a
suppose it is.
no, it's a love letter to old video games because they show old video games that even you and I have not even played in Japan.
Well, we're not
That
in
only
Japan.
no, but they were only exclusive in Japan back then. Also, her parents were a bit of douchebags. You know, the tutor had so much power in the show that she even said, "Your parents will not give you any 1 yen. I have talked with them, and they will not give you anything."
What an asshole.
And you know what she said in the end of the conversation when when the good guy, Shining Knight, when the what is that trope again? I need to end it now, damn it.
Knight in shining armor.
Yeah, the old guy, Knight in Shining Armor, with his limousine of crushness. With his limousine that basically rams into the main protagonist twice. And he remembers it as like, oh, I feel this positive feeling of something ramming into me, which is the limousine, because it's her limousine.
Look at his damage, not his son.
Yeah.
Look.
I need to end the review, damn it.
Yes, end the review.
Shit, it's long.
I'm gonna show you how much damage your character can do now.
Yeah, but let me just give you one. Let me just say one more positive thing about the show.
Yeah.
So the positive thing about this, what I liked, is that our main protagonist, he said, I adapt like the video game arcades. You know, he adapts with the games. He doesn't stay back.
Yeah.
He doesn't stay behind in the evolution of video games. So please make it in the future. Make it in today. Make it with the games today. Please, I want to see his reaction by the microtransactions. He will hate it. He will clearly hate it. Because he what should we call this? The main protagonist is like a pure mandarin.
A pure mandarin.
He's like a pure wolf that likes old stuff. Before every shit microtransaction came in the building. And loot box. He's basically that era person. Of the good times.
Yes, now end it.
Yeah, I forgot.
End it. God damn it.
I need to say the message. So the message, what he was talking about when he was inside the limo with our main protagonist's girlfriend, or his girlfriend anyway, with his girlfriend, he was talking like, everything evolves. It was something very beautiful, philosophical.
Yes.
Can I say that? Just
Yes, you can. But let's
Yeah.
end it now so we can.
We
have
see you
a
next
talk
time.
about this.
Goodbye.
Yes.
But it was very beautiful, philosophically speaking.
I'm gonna delete your computer.
Okay, damn it.